So are you struggling with AP Chemistry Unit 1? The atomic structure, periodic trends, electron configuration, and photoelectron spectroscopy can be overwhelming. But don't worry, this is your ultimate guide to mastering everything in Unit 1 and scoring at least 5 on the AP Chemistry. At least, yeah, you will be getting 5 easily if you just focus a little bit and stop all distractions and put all your energy with me. In this video, we'll cover everything you need to know for Unit 1, including exam-style questions, practice questions, step-by-step solutions, and we will use our book, How Not to Study Unit 1. Let's be honest, most students waste time with the wrong approach. Stick around to avoid these mistakes and learn the fastest and most effective way to study. So, this is the Unit 1 updated for 2025 exam PDF, How Not to Study AP Chemistry. And these are all the topics that we are going to study. Let's start right away with the first part. How not to study the moles and molar mass. A student measures 12.04 multiplied 10 to the power of 23 atoms. This atoms is of aluminum. How many moles are there? Simply, the moles is equal to the particles count divided by the Avogadro's number. So if you have atoms, molecules, ions, whatever, and you want to find the number of moles, divide the number of the particles by the Avogadro's number. So I have here 12.04 multiplied 10 to the power of 23 divided by the Avogadro's number, 6.022 multiplied 10 to the power of 23. That's equal to 2 moles. Easy. Don't forget that the moles, grams, and particles are linked. So our rule says that the number of moles is equal to the mass over the molar mass. If you want to find the mass, multiply the number of moles by molar mass. If you want to find the molar mass, divide the mass by the number of moles. Again, mass equal to n multiplied by molar mass. Molar mass equal to mass over the number of moles. The number of moles is equal to mass over the molar mass. Here I'm given the molar mass of the sodium chloride, and I need to find the mass of 3 moles. You have the moles, you have the molar mass, you can simply get the mass. Again, mass is equal to the number of moles multiplied by the molar mass. It's equal to 3 moles multiplied by 58.44. Don't forget the units, grams over the molar mass. You cancel the moles with the moles to get the answer in grams. 3 multiplied 58.44, that's equal to 175 grams. 175. So let's have a look again. The rule, don't be confused. Memorize this very well. The number of moles is equal to the mass over the molar mass. You can get any one if this 2 others are known. If you know this one and this one, mass can be found easily. If you know this one and this one, you can find the molar mass by dividing these 2 over each other. If you want the moles and you have the mass and the molar mass, just divide the mass over the molar mass, you will get the moles easily. Now, for counting the number of moles or finding the molecules, whenever you are asked about the number of molecules or moles, you know that the Avogadro's number is going to be used. So if you want to find the number of molecules in 50 grams of water, so you need the moles first. Molecules and moles are first linked before anything else. You need to find the number of molecules, and you don't have the moles, you cannot do it. So find the moles first. How do you find the moles? If you have the mass, as we said, the mass is equal to number of moles multiplied by molar mass. So the number of moles is equal to mass over molar mass. What is the mass? 50 grams. What's the molar mass? 18.02. 15 grams divided by 18.02 grams per mole. That's the unit for the molar mass. Cancel grams with grams. It's very important to use the units everywhere so that when I cancel and I get the answer in moles, I know that I'm answering correct. And so we need the moles first. So 2.77 moles of H2O. Now the number of molecules. How to find the number of molecules? If you get lost, let me get you back again here in focus. So if you want to find the number of molecules, the number of atoms, the number of ions, you have first to use the moles. So don't try to do anything before getting the moles, then you can change the moles into this number. Here I was asked to find the molecules, and I don't have the moles, so find the moles first. I use the grams, so you can use the grams, and I can use the volume, I can use the molar mass to find the moles or even the concentration. Once you find the moles, you can convert it into the number of molecules. So I found the moles here by mass over molar mass. Then I'll get the number of molecules. What is the rule again? The rule is that the number of particles that you are looking after is equal to the moles multiplied by the Avogadro's number. Do I have the Avogadro's number? Yes. It's always known. Do I have the moles? Yes. I just found the moles now, so I can get the number of particles by multiplying these two together. Multiply the number of moles that you get by the Avogadro's number that you know. 2.77, we got this as the number of moles in the previous step. And in the next step, we multiply by the Avogadro's number equal to 1.67 multiplied 10 to the power 24 molecules. What is the mass of one molecule of carbon dioxide? 44.01 grams per mole is the molar mass. I want student will come and say this 44.01 because this is not correct. This is the mass of one mole. I'm not asking you about the mass of one mole. I'm asking you about the mass of one molecule. Do you remember what we say? When we say molecule, we have to find the moles first. Don't forget. When you say the molecules or atoms or ions, you have first to find the moles. So can we find the number of moles? What is the rule again? The number of molecules or particles or atoms or ions equal to Avogadro's number multiplied by number of moles. Number of moles is equal to the number of molecules divided by Avogadro's number. He said, what is the number of molecules? He said one molecule only. So the number of molecules is one molecule and divided by the Avogadro's number. So the reciprocal of the Avogadro's number, that's equivalent to 1.66 multiplied 10 to the power of 24 moles. That's very small number. It's a very small number, of course, because it is a one molecule only. The mass of one mole equal to what? You have, if the mass of one mole is 44.01, then what is the mass of this number of moles that we just found? You can find it by mass. Or use our favorite triangle. The mass is equal to the number of moles multiplied by molar mass. So did you get the number of moles? Yes, we just did. And what is the molar mass? 44.01. Multiply this together, you get the answer. So again, what are the rules that we used? Number of moles is equal to mass over molar mass. Or you can get the mass by multiplying number of moles by molar mass. We know the molar mass 44.01, but what is the number of moles? Number of moles is equal to the particles count divided by Avogadro's number. So particle count divided by Avogadro's number. When we get the moles, then we can multiply it by the molar mass to find the mass as we did in this question. Now please practice a lot of questions. I'll give you my guide here and the link in the description so you can see a lot of questions about number of moles mass and molar mass. It's very important practice skill, and we don't want to lose any marks in the exam, either the MCQ or FRQ, because that will be losing very easy marks, and God forbid this happens. See you in the next video about the next section, which is section number 1.2. You can always find all the sections here. This still actually will be the same section. You will be getting some questions about the percentage composition and the empirical formula, and we'll be doing this in the next video as agreed.